What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Reclaim Your Throne coming at you with another crazy video. But first, my goal is to get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe. And you already know, Reclaim Your Throne. So guys, we have to break down this topic. Today, we're going to talk about women involved in intercourse work. Yes, that's right. I said it. We're talking about the modern woman who is involved in intercourse work and how that affects their children, how that affects their seed, and how they don't want to admit that it overall has a negative, predominantly negative effect on their child, okay? And there are so many different ways that it affects your child. I mean, I know that we've seen this everywhere where there are guys out here, young men out here young teen adolescent men out here who want to end their own lives, who want to delete themselves because their mother is online doing illicit activities, and their peers are making fun of them. Their peers are basically making a joke out of their life, a joke out of their existence, a joke out of their household. And the women who do this work and jeopardize the mental health of their children are not only none the wiser, but they don't care. Yes, I said it. They don't care about their children. They don't care about their child's mental health. And I'm going to show you here in these clips that I'm about to give you. So what I do want to preface this with is a lot of these women, they start with softer stuff, okay? You might see these girls who are doing foot fetish activities, and then they transition and then some girls just, jump off the diving board and cannonball into the adult industry. So what we're going to do, we're going to gradually work our way up. Okay, we're going to gradually work our way up from the different levels of the intercourse business. So without further ado, let's get into the video.
Not to toot my own horn or anything. Just kidding. Yes, I'm gonna toot my own horn. I have nice ass feet. They're very feminine. I don't have cankles. I have nice little arches. Like, I got nice ass.
So you hear what she's saying. I have nice ass feet. They're very feminine. I don't have cankles. Hold on. Isn't that body shaming? Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it consistent. Let's keep it, legit on both sides. That is body shaming. She's saying I don't have cankles, meaning that she is not a fat, overweight, or plus size woman.
Nice ass feet. I'm not even gonna lie. And I could be profiting off of these motherfuckers right now. But I choose not to, because society has led us to believe that it is prostitution and it is just looked down upon, and you're...
And you know what? I don't think the foot fetish stuff and the hand model stuff is necessarily the institution or anything. I don't think that. Okay. You can be a foot model, you can be a hand model, and it can be a very respectable job. All right. But the moment you start like jacking dudes off with your feet, or doing like some type of like special request where you're lifting your feet in the air and you don't have no undergarments on, and then it's exposing like your interior holes and whatnot, that's when you start getting on the edgy side. And a lot of women, they're saying, oh, it's just a foot fetish page, but they're also butt naked showing their feet.
Slut if you do it, But the only reason that has such a negative connotation surrounding it is because men are jealous. They're jealous.
So right, men are jealous of foot fetish models. Right. Look. Do men wish that they could easily make money by, using their bodies? Probably. Okay. Probably. Me as a fitness model, I understand that as a male fitness model, you're not going to get as much attention, notoriety. Your growth is not going to be as large as a woman's fitness model. a female fitness model, you're going to have to put in a lot more work. You're going to have to provide a product. See what happens with these female fitness models, they post their booty, they post booty workout pictures, how to get the booty big, whatever, and then they get sponsorships. Well, men, they have to provide value before. So you see men, they're dropping courses before. Like me, we got the course coming on the way. By the end of the summer, let's go. Reclaim Your Throne gang, we up. All right. But men are dropping courses. Men are providing value. Men are doing consultations. Men are doing all these different things. And the women, they're just posting their booty online and then modeling Gymshark attire. So it's definitely a different hustle, but I think that most men end up embracing that grind and loving the growth and seeing the projection. And then I think there's a higher ceiling that you can go as a male fitness model than a female fitness model, because with the women, a lot of times they think that they're coaching up women and all this kind of stuff, but usually predominantly their audience is male, and none of these guys are buying products or Gymshark attire or anything like that. They're just jerking off to her pictures.
They will not profit off of a woman using their feet. Like, they never would. Like, no. I don't know the statistics surrounding it, but I know.
And actually, men are absolutely profiting off of foot models, legit foot models, okay? Foot models who work for Dove lotion, foot models who may work for these other different cosmetic companies. Men are running those companies, and they damn sure are profiting off of hand models, foot models, whatever models, okay? Victoria's Secret, the men are running Victoria's Secret, so well, they were, but so you see that men are absolutely running and profiting off of these businesses. The thing is, what she's talking about is doing the foot fetish thing and then throwing it on OnlyFans. Well, a man created OnlyFans, so men are also profiting off of you putting your feet on OnlyFans. So these women have no idea of how business works. They have no idea of the progression of their pay scale, their pay grade. They don't even know where the money's coming from. They're just like, post feet and get a check at the end of the month.
A woman is not going to pay a man $50,000 to see his feet, when a man is going to pay that much to see a woman's feet. And I don't know about y'all, but $50,000 sounds nice. Especially, I don't have to get no work done. Like, I just have naturally nice feet and I can make that much. And if you my man, you getting some of it. Duh. I don't know, dude.
All right, guys. So we saw the mulatto chick talking about the selling her foot and all this kind of stuff, selling her feet and whatnot, and how men are jealous. Now we're going to listen to a stripper speak to us about if you can't date a stripper, if you can't handle a stripper, you as a man are insecure. So let's get it.
A dancer in general already gives, certain people the certain impression about what we do. And then on top of that,
So you heard the Lord have mercy. You heard the portly white woman, big insecurity, shorty. I don't know if anybody has told you, but you need to lay off of the McMuffins.
We do. And then on top of that, if you are the type of insecure person to go through people's phone, I want to give you that heads up, because I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to ever dismiss what the you're seeing. It's just, I know on a grander scale, you're not understanding what the you're reading. You're just seeing it as something square. You're seeing.
So this is what you got to learn. This is what you got to understand. If you're dating a stripper, she has tricks. She has Johns, and most likely she is also participating in the institution. Okay, so if she's a stripper and she's in the club, guys are not only paying for private dances, guys are not only throwing ones on her naked body, but guys are also propositioning her for intercourse, maybe in the back room or maybe in their hotel. Okay, so you guys already know from the trouble situation. I always tell you, never go to a hoe house, take that bitch to a hotel. Okay, so a lot of these dudes are moving with those tenements, but what happens is they catch feelings. Okay, I mean, there was a story of this woman in Texas who was smashing on the John and this, that, and the third, and she ended up moving on, and he ended up taking her life, unfortunately. And he was an older white dude, but he was so in tune with the WAP, and he could not let it go that he took her life. And a lot of these women, they are absolutely having intercourse with the people who come through the strip club. I don't care what you gotta say. And they're going back and forth texting them and giving these guys the girlfriend experience, even when they have a man.
seeing it as something green, you're seeing it as something regular.
Yeah.
When in reality, it's literally just to make him feel so comfortable to come back and spend another
spend more
$1,000.
So you heard what the woman was saying. She said, oh, it's just to get him to spend more money. So basically they're smutting themselves out. Okay, like I continue to say, men don't objectify women, women objectify themselves. And that has stood to stand the test of time, guys. It's been proven over and over again with my videos. So for the next video, we're going to go to a no jumper clip where the former pimp, Mr. Sharp, actually, I think he interviews a P star by the name of Peyton Presley, if I'm not mistaken, and he is asking her about what her children think about her career. And this is where I'm telling you that the women exercise their cognitive dissonance, and they do not want to believe that their career is affecting their children. And then they also conflate it with having just a regular, normal job. All right, so let's get into it.
And he's like, man, Mom, somebody at school just showed me a video of you sucking dick, and I ain't like it. Like, what are you going to tell him?
I think I want to be the parent that will like sit down and be straight up with them. I'm not going to tell my kid, listen, I'm not going to tell my kid that.
Okay, and so this is why adult film actresses should never put their children in public or private school. They should homeschool them. But even doing homeschool will expose them to things that they should not be exposed to at a young age. The problem is these women want these kids to grow up too fast. Okay, and a lot of these women are using their sons as son husbands because they absolutely are single mothers. They're not staying with the men that they procreate with, or the men aren't staying with them, however you want to call it. But at the end of the day, once you figure that out, that, hey, I'm going to be alone, you need to set an example. And these women are setting a horrible example for their sons. And this is what they don't understand. They're saying, oh, men are predators, and men are lustful creatures, and they're always staring at women in the gym, and they're always objectifying women, and they hate women, and they're leading with misogyny. Well, what do you think you're teaching your son? What do you think you're teaching your son about women? Okay, what do you think you're teaching your son about intercourse? All right, when he sees your video and he sees guys smutting you out and calling you all types of names and getting in, and there's like all different levels of the adult film. So it goes from like softcore to like intense hardcore torture adult film, right? What do you think you're teaching your son about intercourse when he sees you hogtied taking D in every hole that you got, even your nose?
That like when you're 18, like go do that if you want. Like I'm not gonna be like encouraging that shit ever, but I'm not gonna like, I'm gonna be like, this is what I did. Like it was just like any other.
This is the difference between men and women. Women think that they can lead by telling somebody to do something. And then if you don't do it, you're a bad person, you hate women, and this, that, and a third. Men lead by example. If I don't want my kid to be involved in the intercourse industry, I'm not gonna be involved in the intercourse industry. If I don't want my kid to be a dope boy, I'm not gonna be a dope boy. If I don't want my kid to drink alcohol and be an addict, I'm not going to show him that I participate in drinking alcohol or being addicted to any drugs, okay? But these women, they think that they can, raise a child by saying, hey, do as I say, not as I do, and it doesn't work like that. Children's minds are receptacles, so that means that anything that they see, they are going to copy it, okay? They're going to copy it. I've raised a lot of kids, not my own, but I've had very young nieces, nephews, cousins, whatever, and I will tell you for a fact that when they look up to Uncle Reclaim Your Throne and they say, hey, Uncle Reclaim, what you doing today? And I say, I'm working on my body, I'm playing basketball, I'm playing football, I'm working on my footwork, I'm working on my agility, I'm working on my traps. You see, they're like, I just want to grow up and be just like Uncle Reclaim. So guess what? When she has a son, when she has a daughter, he's gonna look at her and he's gonna say, I want to grow up to be just like mommy.
Job, and like I feel like even now kids are different than like when I was 12, 11, like they react different.
All right, guys, so this is a little longer clip in the video, and what we're gonna do, we're going to break down a video of a woman on Fresh and Fit podcast. Man, shout out to Myron Gaines and shout out to Fresh Prince CEO. Yeah, I mean, but they are interviewing a woman. She's a P-star and she has a son as well. And I wish that I was on these podcasts and having these discussions, because I don't think, even though they did a good job of breaking it down, I don't think they went hard enough and really detailed the impact on the child that it has. And I think that they might need to do an episode where they study the impact of women being adult film stars and that impact that it has on their children. As we know, in the adult film industry, there is a high deletion of yourself rate, okay? Male stars and female stars, all right? Because they're regretting their actions that they did on camera, okay? So what we're going to see is this woman trying to femsplain, right? She's trying to femsplain why it doesn't matter that she does adult film and why it will not affect her son. So let's get into it.
She's a big bone, that's all.
Yeah, she's big.
He's funny.
And she got
Ice Tray,
Ice Tray goes, I'd use Kim K to build my status and fuck. Yeah.
Facts.
No self-respecting guy's gonna take Kim Kardashian seriously, ladies. Like,
Every
that is
damn what?
like, if you want to be a wife, listen, if you want to be a business mogul, fantastic, follow her lead. If you want to be a wife to a strong, dominant man that you respect, Kim K is not the person to follow.
Nope.
As a matter of fact, she's going to drive you very far away from the very man that you want to attract.
I don't know.
Facts.
No guy is going to take a woman seriously that has sex on camera.
Exactly. Any self-respecting man, any dude with a bag, like, not to toot my own horn, but I own multiple properties. I'm 27 years old. I own multiple cars outright. I would never take seriously now. Bust her back down, right? I'll break her stack out like Jerry Stackhouse, but I would never, ever take a woman seriously who was doing adult film. I do not want that woman to be the mother of my what? The mother of my the mother of my children.
No offense.
Really?
I hit it.
Yes,
That's
I
the
will.
hit it first.
No
That's the
offense.
truth.
Yes, I will.
Huh? What was that?
Yes, I will. No offense.
They was begging for me.
No, let me
They was begging for me. Yeah, they want to have intercourse with you. And women always conflate this. Oh, they're conflating the fact that a man wants to smash you and a man wants to take you seriously. And they're so in their own head. They're so in that they have the biggest egos, and they think that they figured everything out in life when they're only like 21 years old.
respond.
Come on, man.
Let me
Because
clarify.
what female do you meet nowadays that isn't on OnlyFans?
Okay, and this is the issue that I have with her. What female you meet that isn't on OnlyFans? Most women are not on OnlyFans. Let me repeat for the guys out there, the incels and the black pill guys in the back who didn't hear me. Most women are not on OnlyFans. Most women are not doing intercourse work. And, most women, if you want to keep it a buck, are not busting it wide open on Instagram, okay? And that's the reality. But she's in a bubble. She lives in a bubble. She lives in Miami and whatnot, and she's seeing all these adult film actresses, and she's like, all my friends are adult film actresses, so everybody must be that. And I'm telling you, this is why their brain set, their mindset is so skewed. It's so skewed because she lives in a bubble. That's just like me coming from the hood and whatnot. I'm coming from the hood, and then I'm like, there's only black people in the world. Most people who live in neighborhoods are black. Like, it's just not true. That's all I'm seeing, but it's just not true.
Fans are doing some shit
Well,
like that.
Okay, honey, do not do them. Do not tell them that most women are on OnlyFans. No, they're not.
So you don't think that you do that? No, you're
Hold on, ladies. Let her say her point. I'm
Okay,
just let me finish. I'll say this real quick.
Not no strong black queen. She definitely not on OF.
No guy that has options, that's attractive and has some status and money, is gonna commit to a porn star more than likely.
At all.
95% chance not gonna do it. Now
Really?
go ahead, say your point, then I'll turn it to the ladies. that wanna
So
say
not only do we all have a bunch of friends and people in our lives that do sexual things on the internet, whatever. You could show a butt crack on the internet and get paid a lot of more money than a man could, right? Okay. We are still obligated to love. And at the end of the day, let me say this. Why wouldn't a man want a girl that's sitting inside? You know who she's fucking. You know what she's doing.
And this is disgusting. You know who she's smashing? Men don't want to know about a woman's past, okay? If you got a high body count, leave that joint in the past. The biggest mistake that I see women doing is talking about their past with a man that they're interested in. Once he realizes that, oh, you was dealing with this dude, he a sucker. Why should I take you seriously? Then he's automatically going to rule you out.
Because at the end of the day, just as much as a guy's gonna cheat, a female's gonna cheat. Okay? So why not have a girl that's like, yo, I get paid thousands of dollars to go on set with someone who I know is clean. Okay, you know everything, every move I make. And honestly, it's porn stars more that want that stability and that love when you get home and that loyalty. So that's why we do go for, I have a question.
You're fucking
Different
other
types of men.
niggas on camera.
At the end of the day,
Yeah.
when you can provide more than me, then that's different. But at the end of the day, I mean, it's 2022. We got men walking out in skirts and dresses these days and still Harry
And they think that this is the majority of men. No, men are not actually walking out in dresses and stuff. These are transformers, bruh.
Styles pulling mad bitches, right? Okay, so we got females.
And the entertainers that are doing this are selling their souls, okay?
Everyone's got OnlyFans or friends with OnlyFans.
You want love? Okay, here's the thing, man. Like, you can say all these things, but social constructs don't adhere to reality. Like, men are biologically hardwired to be repulsed by girls that fuck dudes on camera and shit. Like, it's just not a thing. Like, you can say that, like, oh, we're woke.
Look at Lana Rose. Look at Mia Khalifa. You can look at all these adult film actresses, and their marriages did not last.
Now, it's 2022. It doesn't change the fact that guys are going to be guys. They're not going to like that. Just like you want a guy that's stronger than you and taller than you, a guy's going to want a guy that isn't fucking a bunch of people. So, that's just the reality.
Come on your breath, you know?
Is it hard for you to like find like men?
Look, that man Chris cracked his sister up. She like, oop, oop.
It's not, to be honest with you, it's a lot more men that honestly and don't even make that face.
What type of man though?
Ladies.
There's a lot more men that honestly are like, damn, wow, I want to, like they feel like they want to take me out the industry, or you know what I'm saying? But at the end,
see, they want to take you out the industry. She doesn't get it. She doesn't get it. She can't see past herself.
I keep doing what I'm doing. I stay independent, and men love that. They love the independency. They love what?
You don't want those men.
Huh?
You don't want those men, do you?
I don't consider anybody a loser. Gotcha, bitch. But I do consider that there are men out there that, they don't have it as good as other people. They might not have come from something that isn't
why are you asking?
See, these types of women, they have to date broke dudes, like long term, like the dudes that they sleep over, have Netflix and chill with, whatever, sleep over and like create a long-term relationship with. These guys have to be broke or like some type. See, this is what they get messed up. The guys who are actually securing themselves do not date adult film actresses and whatnot. The guys who are not securing themselves, meaning financially, emotionally, physically, they are the ones that these adult film actresses have to deal with, because these dudes don't have anything for themselves, so they don't have no respect for themselves. And at the end of the day, if I'm a man and I've got all my things in order, I've got my house in order, I am not going to bring chaos into my home.
We're the ones that give out the fucking rings. We're telling you, we don't want chicks that are promiscuous to be wife.
It's like a certain type of man that will marry her. That's the thing.
Yeah, a bum.
It's a certain type of man that will marry her.
Here's the thing, ladies. I love it how you guys would rather congregate amongst each other when you got two fucking millionaires here at the table telling y'all what guys of our caliber want in a woman.
Exactly, a millionaire will not marry.
Exactly.
Yeah, he might be second. He might not even be second shift at the plant. Shout out to Kevin Samuels. He is going to be a guy who, like she said, she dated a pizza delivery boy. A dude who pull up and have his dick coming out the pizza.
But a millionaire
right now that would
a traditional man.
You heard what she said? There's a millionaire in my phone who would love to have. No, he just wants to smash. Why? And it's so sad to see, because it makes this type of woman makes you think that all women are like that, and it's just not true. Okay, there are good women out here, all right, but there are a lot who think like this, and you really have to be careful and decipher which ones you're dealing with and which ones you're going to take seriously and which ones you're going to take to boom boom town.
A traditional masculine man that is a leader is not going to
And I
subject
know
himself.
y'all
Yo,
don't have
stop. Get the fuck out your feelings. I'm telling you the truth. You don't have to like it.
Why
You
you
don't
have to curse at her?
because she's been
he keeps
interrupting a million
interrupting.
times. We got a show to run here.
Mass.
All right, this is our platform. If you have a problem with it,
leave.
You can go.
I'm a fuck.
No, I
but
accept
you're hurting the show
y'all's
the quality.
opinions
Look, you're interjecting right
just as
now.
much.
Okay, the facts are the facts. We could do a poll on the fucking thing right now with 10,000 plus people in here. Most men are not going to take a girl seriously that has sex on camera that's a porn star.
And the post
And a guy that and especially a guy that has some kind of options and status, he's not going to do it. It's going to be embarrassing for him.
So
look, and the girl on the couch, she said, "Told you, bitch. Told you, bitch." Listen.
And especially a guy that has some kind of options and status, he's not going to do it. It's going
Look, she said, "Told you." Hey, they get it. They get it. They just don't want to accept it.
to be embarrassing for him.
So Prince Charming's never coming?
That could be true, right?
No.
But at the end of the day,
You're Prince Charming.
Girl, you're Prince
Everybody.
He might look. I'm not saying that these women can't get a good-looking, tall dude, but guess what? He gonna be broke. He gonna be delivering pizzas or doing DoorDash. Respect to all my pizza deliveries and DoorDash. No shade, no smoke. You gotta start somewhere, right? But he ain't gonna be a dude who having it. He not gonna be no boss. He not gonna be no dude who's stepping on shit.
Has their own Prince Charming.
So why do they
Ladies,
idolize?
one mic. One mic.
But you know, there is also over 7 billion people in the world. So I mean,
Okay, now this is something that I have to stop them. There's also 7 billion people in the world. And yeah, the United States is the most affluent country in the world. So honestly, you're really only picking from a small minority of that quote unquote 7 billion people in the world. Because let's keep it a buck. You're not dealing with a man from a third world country. So why even mention, oh, there's 7 billion people in the world. And look, half of them are women. So that automatically, unless you're, homo, and then the other half, there's probably only like 1 to 5% of them who really got the type of bag that you're talking about that you want and have the stature and the looks and all that kind of stuff. Probably even less than that. So what are these women talking? There's 7 billion people in the world. Yeah, are you gonna mess with a dude from the Congo?
girl, there could be somebody out there.
There's someone for you.
Real quick,
There's
real
for
quick.
everyone.
Y'all had anything on this or no?
Maybe.
I believe that
There are
There's over 7 billion people in the world.
Hold on, let her yo,
Real quick.
stop.
Oh, sorry.
Good.
my belief is
And my thing is, these types of conversations just makes a lot of young ladies look dumb.
that I don't think the rich niggas want to be with a porn star. Not trying to be offensive to anybody, because I do OnlyFans too. I just don't do sex on it. But traditional men are not gonna want to take a porn star serious. Like,
You're excluded too. You got an OnlyFans, you're done.
I'm just, it's realistically like,
Okay,
because when you get married and you have kids, like you want your kids to see that. Like they're not gonna want that. Like that's my personal opinion. That's why I don't do.
And she's a smart girl. She sounds like she's intelligent, but I guarantee if we go to her OnlyFans, she definitely popping WAP.
The most, but everybody makes their money. I don't judge nobody, but I want to get married in the future, so I think about the future, not just now, because money blinds people.
What do you do on OnlyFans?
Me, I just twerk in the shower, still make money.
Twerk in the shower. Nope. Excluded. Me, I just twerk in the shower, try to graze over it. I'll take her down. She looked good, but no, you could never get this commitment, boo-boo.
okay, let me say something to that real quick. So a lot of girls,
So
I
I'm not
noticed.
capping. I'll go on my thing right now. and
Yeah,
show
I
you.
notice a lot of girls do that though. They'll be like, okay,
for
so
free.
we all have OnlyFans, but a guy won't take a girl serious if she's a porn star. But I have OnlyFans, but I don't be naked. Guys aren't like, when it's private and they haven't paid yet, they see that you have an OnlyFans.
Yep.
They don't care if you're drumming. They don't care if you're
first thing is she got
in a
OnlyFans.
bikini
That's
or fully dressed. You have an
Right.
OnlyFans.
It's in her bio.
Period.
Raise your hand if you're married.
So,
Chris.
what?
Nobody's
Look, I'm not talking shit. I'm saying this from like I have an OnlyFans, you feel me? Like I know that this is how guys think because I've had my guy friends sit here and tell me like, look, like we know that you're not over here, you know, showing pussy, showing this, showing that,
But you're all
but you have an OnlyFans and it has your name on it.
Yep. I mean, look, I'm in the business world. I'm in the real estate world. I'm not going to an REI meeting and bringing an OnlyFans chick to date seriously. Now, I'll show her off and whatnot, but ain't nobody going to be like, yo, you know, is that your wife? No.
You're all in
Don't-
that
The
bucket.
guys across the street are gonna think my girl has an OnlyFans showing pussy just because her name is on OnlyFans. It's just what it is.
I'm going to tell you another thing, too. I got to hit this one. Rich niggas do not want chicks with neck tattoos. I'm sorry.
Here's the thing, ladies. The problem is that you guys want to get a lot of fast benefits and not understand that there's going to be slow problems.
Yeah.
If you're involved in the sex trade to any degree, whether you're a sugar baby, a stripper, a porn star, a fucking, having sex for money, prostitute, whatever it is, escort, understand that you're going to limit your ability to attract certain caliber of men, and most importantly, retain them. Because a lot of girls say,
this is how you know that these women do not have any type of strong masculine presence in their households.
I can get a guy. Who gives a fuck if you can get him?
Can you keep him?
Can you keep him? Can you get a ring? And most importantly, can you get his last name? Most girls that are in that industry can't, because guys understand, even if they like that girl, if I wipe this chick up, I'm going to look fucking stupid. She's going to carry around my last name and they're going to laugh at me. You look at all these other big porn stars, Lana Rhoades, Mia Khalifa, etc. These girls get in relationships, they get married. The guy always breaks it off because men know deep down, fuck, man, this girl is getting plowed by 9 Nigerians on camera. They can't take it seriously, bro.
Well, if you're insecure, just say that.
So, no, I get it, but the connotation, you're missing the point. The connotation in itself that you're on OnlyFans,
We have the same point.
whether you're fucking or not, I know that. But what I'm saying is that it's always like, even if you get on OnlyFans, you're still gonna hurt yourself. Even if you don't show box, you do some other shit, you're still gonna.
You're done.
You're gonna disqualify yourself from a good amount of time.
So why do these?
Hold on. We're just saying as well. We know there's girls out there that are not OnlyFans, they're not porn stars, but they do the most, right? However, people don't know that for the most part. But if you're on camera, niggas gonna be like, damn, you know what? Everyone knows I can't be associated with that. Believing. Or they'll smash.
I'm not taking a chick seriously if I see another man smashing her, point blank.
Shoot, but they won't wipe you up. That's all we're saying. So
I'm just saying there's consequences.
We're
Whether you
not
show your
judging
pussy
the men
or you
here.
don't,
Yeah,
But
way.
these men,
it's gonna have a negative connotation.
Good.
Okay, so what I'm saying basically is, nowadays it's 2022. We all thoughts out here, right? But you got your thoughts. I can say, hey,
Look, no.
at least when I'm thought and plotting, the people I've thought and plotted with, they got paperwork. They're tested. I come with a paycheck. I'm not out here in no club popping my pussy for just some random guy that I
This is embarrassing.
thought was cute at the club. I popped it for something that was.
Wow. And then imagine if her son is watching this dude. Oh man, I am so fortunate. I'm so blessed to have sound-minded parents. I think a lot of us take that for granted, but whew.
Dedicated my
It
career.
doesn't matter.
And when you already do that,
It's on camera.
You're trying to rationalize your
y'all be
actions.
looking
I'm just
over
telling
the
you,
point.
like,
I'm not rationalizing,
you can do what you want.
At the end of the
the same
day,
thing.
if I could go online and
I'm not rationalizing, I'm justifying. Yeah, there's no way you can justify that bullshit.
see you, I don't want it.
Nope.
Period.
if
anybody
was a
can
guy,
see
I
it,
wouldn't-
you know, but it's there's people.
Let's be real though. Let's be real. Men idolize. Men idolize strippers. They idolize. They put them on a pedestal.
But they don't.
100%.
No, they don't. They're just telling them sweet nothings to smash. Men do not put strippers or intercourse workers on a pedestal. Like, dude, they might throw ones at you, but in my opinion, that's highly disrespectful. To throw ones at a woman while she's naked is highly disrespectful. Okay, I don't care how you try and shape it, shift it. These women who are strippers absolutely have low self-esteem, and you cannot convince me otherwise.
I take no stripper serious.
They don't want. They do wife them though. They do.
There are some strippers be taking care of them niggas. They don't be taking the serious.
Okay,
wait.
Yo, stop. If a guy, those guys are tricks. Those are low value guys that take those girls serious, bro.
They're in jail.
Like, I don't know how you guys this is common.
Like dudes who are fit, tall, have money are not taking strippers seriously. Like, I know this stripper, she, light-skinned chick, older, she about 34 years old. Her husband, no homo, but he ugly as hell. Like, this dude, he ugly as hell, skinny as fuck, like, not any type of physical specimen. He is like, he's a bum, okay? And she is taking care of the family. She's bringing in most of the money, and she likes that because she has a power dynamic, and he's not going to leave her. He's not going to hurt her, but she's absolutely smashing and giving top and hand jobs to dudes on the side. Absolutely.
Like, if y'all were to tell me, like, if I was to say, yeah, women in general don't want to date a guy that's broke, me and Fresh aren't going to argue that. I'll be like, yeah, in general, that's true.
Right.
But I'm over here telling y'all, men don't take hoes seriously
So I have a question
in
for you.
general.
We're
And then you're trying to argue it. Yo, well, I popped this pussy for this guy at this time, and I'm clean and all this shit. Nobody cares, bro. Nobody cares.
Let me ask you a question then.
But these men be wifing these.
Let me
They
ask you a
really
question
wife
then.
them.
No, they don't.
Okay. So you think that because I did porn and I'd still
Not because you did, because you're doing.
do porn, that I'm incapable of being in a committed, long-term, and loving relationship?
Committed, long-term, loving relationship with a guy that you like, with your with your prototypical guy. Okay, so you can get, dude. I mean, come on. You can go to McDonald's and pull any freaking 21-year-old kid, and he's gonna be like, "Oh my God, you do porn? That's so cool. Let me smash." Right? He ain't gonna have no bag, and he's gonna mooch off you and live off of you. You're not going to go and talk to the CEO of McDonald's and, you know, get his hand in marriage or vice versa. It's not gonna happen, okay? So your dating pool is limited to broke, bummy, mooching dudes.
Yes.
It's okay. We'll come back with the ring.
Why?
Prove it.
And here's the thing.
When I have multiple opportunities, and literally multiple opportunities of people that we're all well aware of that I won't speak on, when I could have and didn't for my own reasons.
They just want to smash.
Because you
Here's
did.
the thing. You can say that, but I know statistically speaking, the more partners a woman has, the higher the likelihood that she's not going to be able to stay in a long-term relationship, and divorces go up.
Acting.
We did a whole podcast on this actually.
It's acting. Oh, okay.
With studies. Like, the more a woman's body count goes up, the higher the likelihood she won't be able to stay in a committed relationship.
But do you know porn is a lot of acting? There's times when I'm riding a pelvic bone, pretending I'm getting it, and I'm...
That's even worse. Look at Lala and Carmelo. When she did that scene with Tommy in Power, and she had her boobs out, a lot of dudes lost respect for her. Now guess who she's dating? A younger man who doesn't have as much status as Carmelo, and he's using her for recreational use only. He's not gonna marry her.
Getting nothing. I'm fake.
The more you talk, the more.
Like, it doesn't change the fact that...
I mean, these types of videos just make these chicks look so stupid, and they can't even see it.
Like, promiscuity is a large contributing factor to inefficient marriages and relationships.
So I'm incapable of love.
There's a high likelihood of it.
Okay.
Well, I didn't say incapable of love. There's a high likelihood. There's a high likelihood that you're not going to be able to stay in a committed long-term relationship and or marriage
With the guy that you want, okay? The key word, the key phrase that they're missing. With the guy that you want, with that guy that you're describing, the 6 foot, makes over 6 figures, like makes 3 times what you're worth, and you're not gonna get him.
Is it possible?
I just want to say there's over 7 billion people in the world.
There's over 7 billion people in the world. Yeah, okay, well, go to, yeah, I mean, like, go to freaking Madagascar and pull one of them aboriginals and see how well your life turns out.
So I always say that.
bro, did we not just show you statistically, like, the chances of finding a guy?
Where was that?
Like, sometimes you just have to let people live their life and just tell them there's over 7
those
billion.
numbers,
Just
you
do
know where
your
those
thing,
numbers
girl.
come from? Those numbers come from the 2020 census and the national statistics of health. So literally, that is probably one of the most accurate representations of available men in the United States. So I already know from your career, you're a higher earner. Okay? So you're a higher earner. You have a high body count. You do porn.
Yep.
So you've already been disqualified by a large majority of men. And on top of that, you're in a socioeconomic demographic where it's extremely competitive to find these guys. And why is a guy going to pick you when he can go ahead and get a girl that's 21, lower body count,
who nobody
not
knows.
A porn star, can't see his girl getting smashed on the internet?
Because they probably
and
do
be with her?
missionary and can't pay their own bills.
Dude, these women are so arrogant. Like, freaking, these porn stars think that they are the only ones who know how to have sex. Right? These adult film actresses think that they're the only ones who know how to have intercourse. It's like so crazy to me that they think that, oh, if you don't do porn, then you're a prude. Get the fuck out of here.
When just as much as if you
Men,
leave
hold on. Men don't care about men at that level that make that kind of money don't care about your money.
Men look at women as, how are you going to take care of my children, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So as far as the fact that whatever I do for a living, fuck that. But at the end of the day, when I got a household and the way that I maintain my children, the way that I maintain my life, the way that I cater to my family, my actual morals and me as a woman, if I could.
You have no morals. That's why you're trading intercourse for money, because you completely sold your morals out.
Show that what I do as a living and how I made my money, that has nothing to do with how I come as a person.
I have a question. Do you have kids? You do. So what would you do? You have a daughter or a son? A son. So what would you do if like your son is of age
and he sees my videos one day?
His friends like, oh, that's your mom. I want to hit her.
And that's why I continue to do porn, because at the end of the day, that's already a gift.
Wow. She said that's why I continue to do it. Because I have a son, and at this point it's over. I already did it, so I don't care. I'm just gonna keep doing it. These women do not care about their children at all.
I'm going to one day have to present that. Why would I want to be a girl that did porn? I'd rather be a girl that was a porn star.
So my question is, what would you
money,
do or say to your child, like
when he presents it the same way that?
What are you gonna do or say to your child when he sees a man calling you the S word and he said, oh yeah, you better swallow that? What? You better do this, you better do that. And he thinks that that is how sex is supposed to be had. And then he goes and tries it on the other women. What are you gonna say to that? This is what they don't understand.
Kim Kardashian presented it. You sue him, whatever.
Kim Kardashian got extorted by Whack 100. She's not, look, I mean, she might sue Roblox, but most likely they paid that hush money to Whack 100. I believe it was over $800,000. So somebody else got a bag off of your misfortune, your bad decisions in the past, right? She got extorted. She didn't come up off of she came up off the sex tape, but she took L's too. And she embarrassed not only herself, but her children as well. And let me tell you what, yeah, they're gonna grow up weird as fuck.
When that fails, I know it's gonna fail.
Just like Jada and Will Smith kids.
I mean, it's public. You do try to do, you do the suing.
What would you do if your child found out?
Yeah, that's the conversation. It's going to happen. It is going to happen.
What would you do? You're not answering the question.
What are you gonna do? We know it's gonna happen. You're a freaking thought.
Would you say, or like, how would you handle?
I was getting there. So when he does find out, it is a thing where it's like, you know what? My kid is gonna. There's a lot of things that kids are gonna have to cry for because their parents what they did, right?
Mm-hmm.
My kid.
Guess what? When I have kids, my kids are gonna look. Oh, Dad, you went to this school. Oh wow, you played football. Oh wow, you did this. Oh wow, you built this business. They're going to admire me when they look at you as a mother. They're gonna be like, this is what you do for work. Oh, okay.
Can go cry in whatever car he needs. He can go be homeschooled.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
She said he can go cry in whatever car he needs. She doesn't care about the mental health of her own child.
But I did, and I can't take it back. But
and let these women tell it. Oh, I'm an empath. Oh, I know how other people feel. I can feel the energy. I can feel the vibe. You can't even understand what the fuck is going on in your own child's head. Disgusting.
I made sure my kid was stable. Things were invested, and he's gonna be okay for when he does find out, to a point where he can handle it appropriately with his mom. And you know what? I'm gonna continue to do it.
What happens if if he finds out at 8 years old? And then for the rest of his life, he has to be ridiculed by his peers. Because men's self-confidence, men's their mental health, is a lot of it is predicated on the respect from your peers, your career, your job, whatever you're doing to build your empire, and the respect that you get from your peers from doing said work.
Listen. You're coming up with convenient ways of how you're going to deal with the issue, whatever.
No, I practiced the way I'm going to deal with it for.
Okay, here's the thing.
A long time.
That's great. That's great that you're going to deal with that. Now, why should a man of status and value be subject to that? That's my point.
Right. Why should I impregnate you and then have to have that type? I'll have the birds and bees talk all day. That's not a problem. But I'm not going to sit there and have to discuss with my son. Well, son, Your mom in the past, she made a lot of bad decisions, but she did it so that you could live in this big old house. Yeah, money isn't happiness. Money is not everything in this world, and these women believe it is.
They're not gonna want to be.
They're not gonna want their mom having to explain, son.
They're not gonna want to be, bro.
Sex tape. That's
like
I'm so glad that the black women are standing up on this one. I'm so glad, man. Shout out to all the beautiful black queens, the sisters out here. They stood their ground and they held the moral high ground on this show. They really did. So, bravo.
I'm telling you right now, we
can normalize.
I'm telling you right now, like,
come on,
it doesn't matter. Like, unfortunately, it doesn't matter what you think because the men are the ones that give out the rings. If I was short and ugly, right, and I was a loser and I live with my mom, I can't sit there and say, well, man, this is fucked up. These chicks don't want to pick me. What the fuck? This is annoying. Like, you know what? I deserve a bad bitch. Like, what the fuck? No one cares about my circumstances because I'm not in a position right now to demand a bad bitch because I'm a fucking loser.
Facts. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. It was a little longer than we usually do, but y'all already know what it is, man. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe. Send your relationship question to the email down below with a screenshot of your Cash App so you know to pay your tithes, man. Y'all need to be on your motherfucking D with the BS, and you already know. Reclaim your throne.
Reclaim your throne.